Good morning, Martin here in the Philippines, and we're here on Real Talk Lifeline. So, straight into it. Challenge of the day. Challenge of the day is burnout. So, let's say someone is going through a job and you've been there for several years already, many years actually. And then what you're going through is you start to feel afraid of making a mistake, afraid of someone getting angry at you, afraid if people might not understand. And also, maybe you start to feel like I don't even understand myself. So, what could I do? Is this depression? Are these signs of, uh, like something's wrong in my life? Like, what should I do? So, I can just share a few bits on this to keep this one quick. And for someone going through a burnout, I personally went through that too back in 2014. Now, here's the difference. Now, someone asking the question might say, let's add this to the mix. What if I'm the breadwinner? What if I'm the one earning for my family? So that one makes it a little more complicated, but let's keep it simple. And I can only share from my personal experience. So, when I burned out, I was 3 years into my first job, corporate. So, every month salary. Yan. Now, if you start feeling afraid of, it's just like you might make a mistake, afraid of what, someone might get angry at you, afraid that people might not understand. I also went through that actually. Now, here's the difference. There are people on different levels. Someone might be the breadwinner. Someone might be a bum, or maybe isn't even working. Maybe you know people like that, relatives, friends, cousins, etc., like that. I'd say I'm somewhere in the middle. So I wasn't the breadwinner. Actually, was still living with my family. So the income I would get, it didn't have as much pressure as the breadwinner. But I was still working. I was still feeling that fear, trying to figure things out. So, moving forward, what's something that we can do? So, in 2018, I believe, I just made a decision to do my own thing. That's when I got into personal development. I attended seminars. I started paying for them live. And I attended some big ones. So I paid a lot of money, 6 digits, here in the Philippines. So that was a leap of faith when I did that. So my suggestion here is, and I don't want to oversimplify it, if someone is going through that, I tried to force myself to keep working. And the more I burned out. Now, if you say, are those signs of depression? I don't know if you could relate, but the more someone would push me to do that, the more I felt like killing myself. So I'm just gonna say that straight up. So it's not really like a dilemma, like a false dilemma thing here. Because if your family forces you, or worse, you force yourself, my feeling was I'm gonna end up killing myself here. So I reached that point and I just decided to do something for myself. So I hope that kind of helps. Again, every person's situation is different. That's why I do a deep dive call. And speaking of, there's still 2 slots left. Just comment below deep dive if you want to have you know, a more one-on-one and get answers for yourself for that. So I'll reach out to you. 2 slots left. Again, the deep dive call is not for people who are not open. They don't want to open up and they're not willing. So I don't want to waste your time. I don't want you to waste my time as well. So that was the challenge of the day, burnout. By the way, for people who are breadwinners, please feel free to comment below. Maybe you'd help out someone else in the group or someone else watching this video, this live, and you can share your personal experience. If you were a breadwinner, how did you overcome getting burned out? How did you overcome feeling that pressure, not just from your peers, but your family? Your family, like you feel that pressure, like I have to earn for them. So just to wrap it up, one more good thing, by the way, for the breadwinners, I don't know if you have this advantage versus me. I believe you have the ability to earn money. So that's something I still struggle with. Like currently I'm in sales, so I have a very hard time making sales or earning money or having that drive compared to breadwinners. Usually they were the single moms, the hardest workers in the office. I felt whenever I met them, it wasn't a problem. They didn't have any problem earning money. That wasn't the issue. So I believe that's your advantage over me in that side. So take the inputs. Again, for people who are still like, this isn't enough, comment below deep dive, and then we can get more answers for you on that. Thank you.